Hey, welcome to What the Flick. Alonso Duralde, Christy Lemire, and Korean filmmaker Park Chan-wook makes his U.S. debut with Stoker.
I thought it was kind of rad. Very, very stylish, sort of creepy, incestuous, homicidal thriller, but it's fun. Mia Wasikowska stars as a sullen high school senior whose father dies mysteriously on her 18th birthday, and on the same day, the uncle that she never knew she had shows up mysteriously, and he is sexy and stylishly dressed. He's played by Matthew Goode. He has a really creepy, kind of uncomfortable flirtation with the girl's mom, played by Nicole Kidman, and people start disappearing mysteriously, but stylishly. Take a look.
To me, it started feeling like a parody of the kind of movie that it wants to be.
Toward the end?
Yeah, for much of it, actually. Just so many long pauses and significant stares and, things almost, confessed and then not. And then there's a big reveal that is completely stupid. I'm sorry.
About who he actually is?
All that, yeah. The whole, all that stuff just gets totally dumb. And I like this guy's style. I mean, I thought Thirst was really entertaining. It was a little long, but and I'm thinking, is it one of those things where if you're a non-American filmmaker and you make films in another language, you can get away with a certain amount of visual poetry or whatever, that then when you do it in English to an English-speaking audience, it looks ridiculous.
In terms of what? Like the camera movement? Like there's one scene where they're having this long and very tense dinner, right? And the camera kind of roams, but very specifically from one person to the next. Are you saying that doesn't work in this setting?
I wasn't thinking about that one, but that you could apply that. Just so much of the stuff with like her rows of shoes, like she's wearing the exact same kind of shoe her entire life, and they just get bigger and bigger. And like I said, just the performance style. I mean, the way that everybody is so like. There's that thing in acting class where they tell you like your character has a secret. Yeah. All these characters have a million secrets, and they're all very significantly not sharing them all the time. And it just, I don't know.
Well, it's outlandish but restrained, right? It's gorgeous but like minimalist at the same time.
I guess. It all felt rather silly after a while. I have to say, and I just, it's just, and Nicole Kidman in one of her less expressive modes, shall we say.
No, but she has that one great scene toward the end where she lets her daughter have it.
True.
That one kind of like, vampy mommy dearest scene.
I don't know. I wanted to sort of buy into this, but it felt like if you could take any 5 minutes of this movie and make it an SNL digital short, and people would buy it as that because
or a perfume ad.
Yes, exactly. It's the
but I'm okay with that.
It's the sort of movie where like a field of grass in the autumn turns into someone's hair as they're brushing it back, and that can be cool, but there's nothing but that. I mean, there's so much style and so much kind of it gets silly to me after a while.
No, I found it's so assured and so suspenseful. I was on edge from the very beginning.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Even though it's darkly funny, but it knows it. I mean, I know you say it gets to be a parody of itself in some ways, but I think it knows that and wants to take you along for this wild ride.
But see, that's interesting that you found it suspenseful, because to me, all that stuff was a barrier between me and actually like caring about any of the characters, any of the story.
Don't you wonder though who he actually is and what his deal is? Like, he's so charming and so creepy. Weren't you wondering?
I was curious to see what the reveal was going to be, but there's just so much like, oh, he said what? Oh, it's this weird sort of gothic chamber play. I don't know what was going on.
I dug it. Great clothes.
I think if it had been in French or Korean, I would have bought it. But in America, it just felt ridiculous.
So, do you think American audiences are not ready for this kind of really artful?
I think it's going to be divisive, because I've talked to people who have liked, Old Boy, like his films, and don't think this one works.
So, please give me a number.
I give it a 4.8 for style alone.
I give it an 8. I dug it, and so our average is 6.4. It's at 70% right now on the tomato meter. So if you want to go Escape,
this might work for you, or it might not. I don't know.